I'm Joanna Greenwell, and I'm with American Family Insurance in Evansville, Indiana. And just wanted to tell a little bit about my BNI experience. I joined my first chapter in probably 1994 up in the Indianapolis area, and within the last 4 years transferred down here to Evansville. And one of the first things that I did was I looked for a BNI chapter. I was on the hunt. BNI was new to our area, and there wasn't that many chapters that were here, and the couple that were here had already formed, and they already had insurance agents in there. And so we found some people and we decided, well, we're going to start our own BNI chapter. And so I was a founding member of Money in the Morning in Evansville, and it has just been a superb chapter. It has been awesome for my business. I couldn't have asked for a better chapter. The relationships and commitments that I've gotten from the members of the chapter, it's all about relationships. BNI is not one where you're going to get necessarily referrals on the first day, but when they start coming in, you start learning that people like you and you're liking them, and it truly is that giver's gain philosophy. BNI accounts for over 25% of my business, and I'm looking to increase that every year. So that way it makes my business a lot easier if I can get referral business versus cold calling or anything else. Referral business really drives our business, and BNI is a huge, huge part of that. So I would highly recommend that if you are thinking about joining a BNI chapter, you do it.
I'm addicted to BNI. I've tried to quit BNI for the last 2 years, and I continually renew. I love everybody in my BNI family, and I make more money, and I've got more customers than I know what to do with. Help me, please.
Hi, good afternoon. My name's Tom Pabin, and I'm with a business called Class 101, or College Finance and Planning. I'm here today to tell you that I'm getting ready to celebrate my 14th year in BNI. Fortunately for me, September 7th, 1997, 10 days after I started my business, I saw, believe it or not, an ad in the paper and came to BNI through an ad and then an invitation, and that's how I joined BNI. For me, I've been a director a bunch of times in BNI as president, vice president, and educational member. And for me, in my business, it's been now again 14 years, and I receive about 20 to 30 referrals roughly a year, which makes up about 20% of my business. If you count that in dollars, it would be a little over $300,000 in business that I've received from BNI. So about 25,000 roughly or so a year, right around in that range. So for me, it's been everything. I was a young guy looking to grow my business, so not only did I receive the referrals, but I received the training, how to stand up, how to make a presentation, and all that. It made for the best partnership that I've had in business to date, and that's Class 101 and BNI.
I'm Lynn McCoy with Cumberland Insurance. I'd like to take a minute and say I've been in BNI about 2.5 years, and the first year we got quite a bit of business out of it, but the second year is where it really got crazy. Wound up writing approximately 140 to 150,000 in new accounts, and wound up growing my business by about 30 to 35%. And I've been consistently #1 in my commercial insurance agency's top producers, and actually have been the top producer for the last 10 years, but this past year surpassed everybody by at least a good 35 to 40%, and had the fortune of telling everybody that BNI was a big part of my success, and if it's an organization that I would absolutely suggest anybody that's wanting to grow their business to be a part of.
Hi, I'm Jerry Rogers with Lawn Masters. I've been in BNI for 3 years, Profit Partners chapter in Newburgh, Indiana. When our business started, we had 0 customers, and I discovered BNI 1 month after opening our business. And we've now grown to over 800 customers, due in large part to BNI. And I highly recommend BNI to grow your startup business or to jumpstart a stagnant business to increase your sales.
My name is Tracy Melton. I'm with Mr. Rooter Plumbing. I've been a member of BNI for approximately 2 years. BNI has been a great source of income for me. Probably about 15 to 25% of my business over the past year. 2010 was due to BNI referrals. I also enjoy meeting every morning at 7:30, breakfast, networking.
I'm Steve Smith with Legacy Homes. I've been in BNI for 4 years, an ambassador for the past year and a half. I wanted to share with you my experience as an ambassador. I'm a home builder, and obviously my referrals are large tickets, especially my successful referrals. And as an ambassador during the past year, I've received 2 very large referrals that have been converted into 2 new homes. It's going to be a great benefit for me. There are obviously 2 opportunities that I would have never had the chance to do had I not been an ambassador in the groups that I was in. Steve Smith, Legacy Homes.